Hi, you guys. I was just sitting here and I was ironing my son's clothes. And I was going to ask y'all, do y'all think it's weird that I still iron Christian's clothes because he's 11? But let me tell y'all something, another thing I came to my mind. I really like doing things when it comes to clothes. Like, I love doing laundry, as y'all know. And I don't mind ironing clothes. I don't have an ironing board. So my grown ass, because I'm still in my mind in the projects, I still iron on the floor. In the projects, we iron on the floor with a towel. I don't remember mama having an iron board. She ironed on her bed, but I iron on the floor. I'm young. So as I'm ironing his clothes, I'm like, is it crazy that I still iron his clothes? But I like ironing the clothes. I like the fact that I did the laundry. And then when you really know if the laundry concoction work when you wash, it's when you iron it. Because the moment you iron your clothes, the smell from the steam hits you. So you can tell if the laundry that you did, whenever you did it, if it did a shit. Anyway, let's bring it back to me. And honoring of my birthday being on Sunday. My birthday is this Sunday, November 23rd. I am the beginning season of Sagittarius. If you are the first week of Sagittarius, tell me how y'all feel. I feel like I'm a Sagittarius, but I feel like my birthday comes so fast that I don't really get to be a Sagittarius. If it makes sense. Anyway, and out of my birthday coming up, happy birthday to me. I'll be 38 years old. I still feel like I'm 28, but I'll be 38. Anyway, I want to tell, I was like, okay, so I was like, in honor of being my birthday, they was like, oh, you get to, you need to revisit your first time you physically saw spirit. Not like the actual spirit, but when you first saw your first real synchronicity, like it wasn't just a game. And they want me to tell y'all the story. And the story goes, is it always gonna go? Because it's the only truth that I got. Me and my ex-husband were going to Vegas for our 1 year anniversary. This would have been in 2018. Were we in Vegas for our actual anniversary? I don't fucking know. It means nothing now. But I think we maybe were there. And we go to the airport. So I tell the story many times, but when we get to the airport, we get our what's that thing, y'all? Y'all pass the thing. What is it called? My mind is going blank. But y'all know what I'm talking about. When you check in and get your shit, and then you get the shit for your luggage. So when we went to do all of that, those are they the tickets? When we went to collect our tickets, when we took the tickets out, and the tickets and the stuff for our bags had my birthday on it. So I was like, oh shit. The number is my birthday. So the number for the flight was 1123. And that was my first time really seeing spirit show up for me. I always see my birthday all the time, but I thought everybody sees their birthday on the clock. It's 24 hours in a day, and it's 12 months in a year, and the months go to 30, and the time goes to 60. It's time. We're looping. It's all looping. Like it's 5:38 now. I just told you I was gonna turn 38 years old. I don't remember turning 34, spirit. They want me talking about when I was 34. I ain't got it. But anyway, when we got when we collected our tickets and our stuff for the bag, the tickets for the bag, that shit had my birthday on it. And we both thought that shit was spooky, but I didn't know what synchronicity. I didn't even know the word synchronicity. And it's the funniest way y'all could think about it. I didn't even know the word synchronicity. Like, I probably knew what it meant if you said it to me. But I want to think about no synchronicities in 2018. I was freshly married. I was in love. Love. Deeply. Emotionally. Physically. Yeah. So that was when after my marriage dissolved, I look back over that moment. That was like, and then also I feel like Vegas was a test. I don't know what kind. Like they bringing that up. I don't know what it was a test for. Maybe a test for him, but whatever it was, they didn't like how I fell out and we fell apart. I was only really married for 2 years, y'all. By the time we was getting ready to walk into 3, we was separated. We weren't even. The 3rd year of my anniversary, he went out by himself. He got dressed and took himself out to eat. Came back to the house and asked me for some pussy. I told him no. He turned over and went to sleep. I was only married for 2 years. I know people come like, bitch, what you mean he took himself out? I didn't want to go out with him because I didn't want to be a fake ass bitch. We weren't in a good place. I wanted, and I was trying, and I was going to leave you. He knew this. We was not in a good place. I think was this before I left him? I don't remember. I only left him for like a day, y'all. I left him a day or two. I don't know. It was like a day or two. And then me and Jessica got some weed from her good ass weed man in Indiana, and we smoked this Obama weed, and it was good as fuck. I'm gonna send this video to Jessica. Somebody send this to Jessica, at Jessica. I'm gonna at Jessica. She gonna be like, bitch, what? Yeah, and yeah, that's what he took himself out. He got dressed. He ironed the clothes. Look, Spirit says, Shakita, he ironed the clothes and everything. I'm seeing him ironing my third eye and my memory, the back in the subconscious. They brought that motherfucker right back to the third eye because I forgot about that. And they was like, yeah, he ironed his clothes. He had like this button-up shirt on. He had on when he go to his job interviews because he went to many. Yeah. But that's when I knew I felt the presence and I seen the presence and I knew the presence of the Lord was on me. And I had a good cry this morning, and I was listening to somebody say, I forgot that girl TikTok. It's that girl who be talking in her car, and the video came across my FYP this morning and said, like, some of y'all don't want to get God's name glory. Y'all be so scared about living God's name, about what other people say or think about you. And I started immediately crying because if you was to ask me, how did I survive all the things I've been through? And also, they really want me to be really irate with my divorce, because a divorce will make or break you, especially if you feel like you was in love with that person, and then you feel like who you thought they was not person. But it's also your fault too, because you projected onto them. You knew they weren't that person anyway. So when I decided to leave my husband, my divorce like push, my relationship was over with. I remember crying real good. A beautiful cry to God, and that's when I really had my breakdown about it. And when I had that, it was like able to open me up. But that was my make or break moment. Like, is she gonna break down, or is that bitch gonna push through this? Because it could have made or break me, because it was a painful situation. The number 33, it was a painful situation that I've been through. So I'll dad and have to be risen. 43 on here too. So it was like it was a very painful situation. So I feel like when that happened, that whole situation, I should have known it was over when I saw my birthday on the motherfucker on the tickets at the airport. That's when it's really. They said that's when it was really over. By the time we went to Vegas, y'all, our relationship was over. Our relationship was already over, y'all. To be honest with you, we should even got married. I was young, and I was in love with the idea of love, not even real love. Yeah, but they want me to come and tell that story. It's gonna help somebody. Gonna tell somebody shit. It's gonna save somebody. I can't make it up. Somebody need to hear that shit. Somebody need to hear that shit. 30, I ain't even match the tail of your imagination. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas and your optimistic attitude as an uplifting effect on others. Gee, like, that's what it was. I'm a visionary. Gee, I'm telling you that shit. And get back to the original thing. And I was thinking about how, I was listening. I was saying like how I made it through. I'm like, it was God. And I also feel like I have lost a lot of women in my family. And I feel like when all the women died in my family, everybody who's on the other side, it wasn't nobody but them and God that kept me afloat. I swear to God, everybody who passed away before me has really been my champions, and that's the only way I've been through. The only reason I'm sitting here right now is a walking testimony, because they won't let me fail. You had God in them. God and them, y'all. That's all I had. Even in them days when I felt like I couldn't get out the bed. Like I told a story at work, like how me and my ex-husband separated, and Christian told me, like, Mama, you stopped cooking. Like I did. Because I was affected by the breakup. But I didn't even notice that he noticed. And then once your kids get on your ass shit, you got to start functioning again. But that's all I did, stop cooking. But he ate though. But I stopped.